Hey, so at the time of me filming this, it's like 6 p.m., almost 6 p.m. And so I just want to do a brief talk about my expectations for the third season of Game of Thrones. And basically, it's kind of twofold. As someone who enjoys the show as just a show, I'm looking forward to, just how they bring everything alive, the great acting, and just to see how they improve upon last season. As an adaptation fan, I'm a little concerned. I would be lying if I said I wasn't. They've been very forward about the fact that this is going to be that this season is going to have the most changes to the book from any other season, which partially terrifies me because I have found that I haven't really been the fan of a lot of the changes they've done. Some of them, some changes I can see why they did it, but I'm not sure how it works in the long run. So they're probably going to have to adjust things to make it fit along now. So I am nervous to see what they're going to be doing, but at the same time, I am trying to come in optimistic. I'm not going to be like dreading it, like, oh my god, it's going to be horrible. I'm trying to be positive because at the end of the day, I do enjoy Game of Thrones, and I love it as just being a show. I mean, I cannot help the fact that I read the books before the show. Well, the recent books before these seasons. So I can't help the fact that I know what's going to happen. That's going to cloud the way I want things to go. But no matter how they do it, I just want it to be good. I want it to be true to the characters that they're writing about. I want, Jaime and Brienne's little road trip to be awesome because it was awesome in the books. I want, the things that happen with Catelyn and Sansa and Jon and everything, especially with Dany, because this is Dany's season. This is Dany's season to shine, to be awesome, to be the kind of character that we always knew that she could be. And this is really the pinnacle of her as a character happens, and at least in my opinion, in this season. So, in the book based on that the season is going to be based on. So I'm really excited for that. In terms of it being split into two parts, I mean, it could be either or. On the one hand, they can fit more stuff in the books into the show because it's split up. And I think that the first season is probably going to be the first half of the book, which is going to be the first part of the season, will be stronger than the second half. I think the second half, what they're going to probably do is combine stuff from Feast from Crows and Dance with Dragons into the fourth. What will be the fourth season? And I think that is a good idea because Feast for Crows and Dance with Dragons would be the hardest books to adapt because of how it works chronologically and just kind of the mixing of POVs. So I am hopeful that the fourth season will start to incorporate a lot of stuff into it, so it actually can move faster than before. I am nervous still because we still haven't had the sixth book yet, and so if they do start moving faster, we're gonna have to play catch up. But at the end of the day, my expectations are not super duper high as an adaptation, because I feel like at this point they want to be their own entity and do their own thing. As long as they don't go the True Blood route and just go completely ape and lose everything that was good about the series, I'll be okay. But even though the books that the True Blood series is based on aren't the best, but I guess at the end of the day, I just want it to be fun. I want to enjoy watching it, and I feel like I will. Even if I don't completely trust the writers, I trust the actors, and I know the actors will give great performances. I know they'll bring nuance to the characters, so I trust those involved with bringing the characters to life. I wanted to see more of these actors playing these characters, and even if they're not perfect or exactly what I wish they could be, they are good enough for me. And so I'm not coming in with super high expectations because I don't want to have my experience be limited by those expectations. I've read the interviews, so I know there are going to be changes, so I've prepped myself for that. And really, all I'm really going to be seeing in this season is the changes that they made. Do they enhance the viewing experience, or do they take away from it? Are you changing these things to make the character relationship stronger, to bring things forward, to move these character arcs ahead? Like, for example, Sansa, her story arc, I know it's probably going to be changes to her story because it's been since the beginning of her character being adapted. So are they going to move how she becomes later more forward and make her more capable, or are they just going to regress her even more? So I'm apprehensive, but I'm not going to let it bother me at this point. I'm going to wait to see what's going to happen and then judge it based on what they've done. And I will be doing my reviews of it because I don't have HBO at school, but I have HBO Go, my reviews will be late, so I'll be doing my review and I'll be posting it up on Monday. So I'll be having those up and a few more Game of Thrones related videos coming up soon. And I'm going to be finishing up my Magical Girl anime videos once I get my new camera, because my flip camera, which I've been using to film other stuff, is broken, and I can only use my shitty Mac camera, which, you know, has horrible lighting. So once I get my new camera back, I'll be doing more videos more frequently, and I'll get that on my birthday, which is in a couple days. April 6th, gonna be 21. Yeah. Woo! So anyway, I'm looking forward to Game of Thrones tonight, and I'll probably be live doing something on my Tumblr and on Twitter, just talking about some stuff, but I'll make sure to cover all my spoilers because it's rude not to. So I'll see you guys. I want to know what you guys are looking forward to. And for us book readers, here's hoping.